So over the years, I've had a lot of people ask about 3D printing. And a lot of people think it's complicated, but in this year, 2026, it is not complicated anymore. Let me show you how to do it in 4 clicks. You can print Benchy. Now you're gonna ask about Benchy. It's a little boat. It's actually a benchmark. And the reason they developed this back in 2016 was so that they can compare 3D printers. You got little arches in here, you've got overhangs. It was actually engineered to be able to test 3D printers. And you actually have on the bottom of it CT3D.xyz. And so it was actually engineered to test 3D printers. So a decade ago, you had to set all the settings to be able to print something like this. And everybody compared settings. You don't have to do that anymore. Every 3D printer you buy today will do this right straight out of the box. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, so the first thing you're probably asking is, do I need to know CAD? No, you don't need to go CAD. If you go to thingiverse.com, thingiverse.com, you can get thousands and thousands of models that you would be able to print. These are people that have done CAD models, uploaded them, and now you can just download them for free and 3D print them. So I have right now, I have the Benchy, 3D Benchy. So first click, I'm gonna hit download. Once it downloads, my second click is to click on it. Now I have my 3D printer, which is a Bamboo X1C. It's set up to recognize the STL files. If you think about it like an Excel file, a document, Word document file, STL is the extension for all your 3D printable objects. And that's what the 3D printers recognize. All right, so once you get it loaded into what I have right now is Bamboo Studio. You have Elegoo, you have Creality, Orca is a good slicer too. You have multiple slicers. Basically, it's going to take every layer of that model and slice it, and it's going to 3D print it using, if you think about it, the principle of a hot glue gun. It's going to print every single layer up, every single layer on the Z-axis and keep going until it's completely finished. So we have the model in here. I haven't done anything. It's opened up perfectly. I'm going to actually hit slice plate. It'll probably take a minute or two, but basically it's taking every single layer and slicing it. So once it's sliced it, I'm going to hit print plate. That's your second click. So your fourth, all right, there might be 5 because I've got it set for my PS1. I'm going to switch it over to the X1C, which I have multiple printers. You don't have to worry about this if you just have one printer. And I'm going to use the silver filament that I have loaded back here in my AMS. And I'm going to hit send. And that's it. It will literally, when it's done, produce a Benchy. All right, so let's talk about a few things here. Oh, you can hear it going in the background. All right, when I say you don't need to know CAD, you do not need to know CAD. Here I have Thingiverse up. It's one of the repositories for multiple, thousands and thousands of files. People have already designed stuff. Even the clips on the vertical blinds, you know, the ones that always break, you have clips that you can 3D print to fix those blinds. Now, it's got My Mini Factory has acquired Thingiverse. I have no idea what that means. It has been free, so we'll see what happens in the upcoming years. Or actually months, because it's supposed to be in February. Let's see, what would you like to 3D print? Let's go with most popular. Oh, here we go. Let's go with the most makes. These are items that people have printed the most. So you have obviously Benchy. Benchy, like I said, used to be a comparison where you could compare models, 3D printers, one to another, see how fast it could print it, see what the accuracy was. They don't even use Benchy anymore as a standard, because the printers have just gotten that good in 2026. And if you just heard, we've got another Benchy going in the background. So we have Baby Groot. We have a 118 decibel whistle. Oh, I've printed these before. The cute mini octopus. They're articulating octopus. You do not have to put these together. With Thingiverse, you are going to get ads. So just close. And again, you would scroll down to the file, hit download, and print. All right, so let's talk filament. In a glue gun, you got the glue stick. You can get glitter. I don't think I have many colors, but I'm on Amazon. Just typed in filament. You can see it up here, top left. They have multicolors, solid colors. They even have glow in the dark. So scrolling through here, there's really two types you're going to use. It's either going to be PLA or PETG, and I'll get to that a little bit when I talk about printers. Most of the prints you're going to do are going to be PLA or PETG. If you're going to put it outside, like a birdhouse, you're going to want PETG. Okay, anything inside, it can be PLA. The thing you want with PETG is because PETG is UV resistant, PLA is not, so it's going to lose color. I will also say that PLA will actually warp if you leave it in a hot car. I live in Florida. I've left some prints in the car, and at 120 degrees inside the car, it will warp your print. So anyway, so you have multiple colors. Typically you're going to have, it's about $10 a roll if you buy it in bulk. This is $99 for 10 spools. So that's $10 a spool, which is pretty good. All the way up to some of the multicolor ones. Oh, this is a cool one. Is 25 bucks. So this one is a multicolor spool. Basically, you have 3 colors within the spool when it prints it. And I will show you. So with that, you have a single filament but multicolor. And I'll talk a little bit about more of that when I get into printers. So you can actually go onto Amazon. It's very common material. You can find it pretty much everywhere. Amazon has it. Walmart has it that you can order. You can get bundles here. There's a 3D print filament PLA plus 2, 10 kilograms. It's multicolor. So if you actually bought this, you would actually have multicolors. Let's talk about printers. I am not sponsored. The X1's doing the auto leveling if you hear it in the background. So I have 4 printers, okay? And I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just going to tell you what I have. I have an X1C over here, X1 Carbon by Bamboo. I have a PS1 by Bamboo on my left. And then up towards the front, I have 2 Elegoo's, which are the Century Carbons. Okay, so I have 4 printers by 2 different makers. Now, I will tell you this, you cannot go wrong with the Bamboo. I know they don't sponsor me, but it is print out of the box. But I will tell you this too, the Elegoo's that I bought are print out of the box. Nowadays, when you buy a 3D printer, it's going to be print out of the box. You don't need to do the benchies to calibrate everything anymore. When you get it home, it's already calibrated. Let me show you something about the settings. When you get your slicer and your 3D printer, there are certain things you just don't do. First of all, don't touch any settings. You can change the settings later when you learn more about it, but out of the box, it's going to have all your settings done. You're going to have your quality, your strength, your speed. Just don't touch the settings. It's already calibrated to print this right out of the box perfectly. So just don't touch the settings. I'll do a second video where I can show you about the infill and using supports. But as of now, just when you 3D print something, when you get your printer home, don't touch the settings. I guarantee it'll be 2 walls and 15% infill. Just leave it at that. That's how easy these things are now. I don't have to change any of the settings. So you're gonna have 2 types of printers. One that are not enclosed, like I'm showing you here on the Bamboo Lab A1 3D printer, and then you have the enclosed ones that I have back here. So this one is enclosed. Enclosed versus not enclosed, the biggest thing is, if you're going to be printing engineering materials like ABS, there's actually some filaments out there that act like aluminum or have the strength of aluminum. You want it enclosed. If you're just 3D printing PLA or PETG, which will cover 99.9% of the stuff you want to print at home, unenclosed is fine. The one thing I want to say is, if you have a cat, you might want to get it enclosed. Only because I have a buddy that had a open mini A1, and the cat would come over and knock the stuff off while it's printing. And the bed is heated, and the cats like the heated bed. So that's one thing. But if you're just doing PETG and PLA, which is the most common, it doesn't matter if it's enclosed or not enclosed. Now, when it comes to multicolor, you have the Bamboo Lab, the Mini A1, or the A1. There's an A1 Mini and an A1. $399. Okay, this is for the AI combo. If you wanted just the printer, it's $299. The combo with 4 colors is $399. Now, I will tell you this: you're going to waste some material, and when it changes colors, it has to actually run out. In this instance, you got blue and green. If it's on blue, it has to run blue until it's done, stop the blueprint, purge a little bit, then it puts the green in and purges some more until the green comes. So you're going to be wasting, it's not a lot of material, it's going to take a little bit more time, but you see these 3D prints that are multicolor, they're going to take a lot longer because you have to switch between colors. So that's an open. Here's their Bamboo P2S. So I have the P1S here. This is a P2S. It's enclosed. They call AMS, has automatic color switching, and the combo is $799. Now, Bamboo, I have 2 Bamboos. I got the P1S, X1. You cannot go wrong with it. And they're just awesome. So a while ago, I had to do some just single color 3D print. Just go. That's all I needed. Just go. So I bought 2 of the Centauri carbons. They're literally $285. These things weigh around 50 pounds. They're a beast. I mean, if you're just doing single color and that's all you're interested in, for $285, you cannot go wrong with these things. So I have my 2 Elegoo's down here that are printing single colors. They are as fast as the Bamboos, and the quality is just as good. And if you're just starting to get into 3D printing, I recommend this one. If you have a little bit more money, you want to do multicolor, maybe I'd go to the X1 or the A1, and then the P2S maybe. But if you're just looking to start out, the Centauri Carbon it rocks it. It's steel frame, can't go wrong. They have the Centauri Carbon 2 combo, which is multicolored. This one I have not tried, but it looks like they took the Centauri Carbon 1 and put a combo on it. Now it has multicolors on it, as you can see. So it's got 4 colors to where you can print multicolored. All right, so that's just a quick rundown of 2026 3D printing. If you're not doing 3D printing, I highly encourage it. It's actually fun. If you want free files, it's on Thingiverse. They have Cults, they have printables. There's multiple websites that have where you can download 3D models for free.